I'm not really sure how to express this feeling that I've had for a majority of my life. On my mother's side, they are Christian capitalists, and on my father's side, they are atheist capitalists. And I've had this feeling my whole life of craving, desperately desiring a culture to adopt me. Capitalism isn't a culture. Capitalism is a narrow mindset of horror. It's not a culture. I had Dutch on one side, on my dad's side, my grandmother. That's all I know. I know I had Dutch. That's it. Dutch. The vague concept, the vague word. They said that word to me for me to look up on my own, I guess. They never had anything associated with that word. We never had any Dutch holidays we associated with. I've always felt so empty. Like, all of these things were just to show off, to make a scene, to virtue signal, I guess. I don't know. People in middle school and high school and elementary school would ask me if I was Chinese, and I was just like, no, I'm white. I mean, what if I am, though? It's not like my mom's side with their weird racist attitudes would admit if any of our lineage was any sort of mixed. I just dream of a day where I approach a people that knows themselves. And they say, you can join us. I want to be adopted by a culture. I feel like I've never had one. I guess I don't have to be adopted by one. If I could just have a place of my own, settled long enough that I could show my family's culture that we've built ourselves, that would be enough. But then there's still these empty places. There's what plants were actually supposed to be here. People don't even realize that plants can go extinct. How are they supposed to realize invasive plants are here? How are they supposed to know that there are plants that we could be saving that are native plants? I don't know which ones they are. I know of pawpaws, dandelions. I think those are native. Pawpaws are definitely native. There's just so much to research. There are people who knew. There are probably people who know. I wish I could be adopted by the culture of the people whose land I live on. I want to preserve what's here. I want to help what's here to thrive. I'm just a homeless colonizer living on Chickasaw and Quapaw? Quapaw. They don't even have a proper cultural center, so there's like one website where you can search it and it tells you what land you're on. We have a educational center. I wish I knew all of my lineage. I can't afford those stupid DNA tests. Even if I did, they're not perfect. Even if I did, it doesn't make up for what was lost. Someone in my lineage, one of my ancestors, must have known something about what we used to do. Someone must have remembered what Dutch holidays were. My mom's side, I remember on Thanksgiving we'd go to Big Mama's house, and Big Mama's house was on a cotton plantation. When I was little, I didn't know what that meant. Didn't know anything that meant. Was there something that happened there? I don't fucking know. My mom's side doesn't say shit. All I know is that I have a bunch of darkness on that side of the family that I don't feel like putting trigger warnings and stuff to talk about. I want to be adopted by a culture. I hope there's someone else who understands this feeling. I feel orphaned by culture. Capitalism isn't culture. It's a mimetic virus. There are so many people in my family. My mother and my father don't know shit about their grandparents or anything. I don't know.